Hey family, what's going on, man? Today, man, we back to you guys with another video, man. We back to you with a very big guest coming through. My brother Phil Cofer, man. I know y'all seen him. He actually was like one of the first interviews that we did. I don't know how long ago was that, but that was like a little minute ago. But he was giving y'all testimony on, when he lost his parents and basketball and his life with Jesus. And today I got him back here again. And today, man, we was actually having a good convo today about health and how important health is and how it's connected to our spiritual walk, whether a lot of people like to talk about it or not. And how taking care of your health is very important. And he's very big on that. His testimony is basically based on that too. So I just wanted y'all to hear his voice on health and how important it is in the kingdom of God and us Christians and us believers, how we need to take care of our health.
So just to go off that, as y'all know, I'm Phil Cofer. Well, if y'all don't know, I'm Phil Cofer. And before this, we kind of have just a conversation with just plant-based eating, just kind of bettering your health, each and every day. And I do believe it kind of needs to be, not even kind of, it should be a huge part. And, just building and just, with the walk with God. And, a lot of times we do get so caught up with, just being a diet or something that is as in, 1 week and we back to eating what we, normally be doing. And, I think a lot of times it should be a straight lifestyle. And that's what I try to walk in. That's what I try to keep doing. And, we definitely going to talk about in this video. And I believe it's going to help y'all. And a lot of times what I say all the time is same way I be talking to y'all, same way he be talking to y'all, we be talking to ourselves too. We not out this conversation either.
Because even me, like I said, off the camera, we have these conversations all the time. Even sometimes I might fall back, go vegan for like 3 months, come and fall back. So God will give you the wisdom on how to eat healthy. And if you out there, you're dealing with health issues and you are a believer, I believe God is pressing on your heart to eat healthy and to take care of your body. And whether that may be working out more, whether that may be changing your diet, staying away from the meat, staying away from the fried food, staying away from the the dairy, the processed foods, all that stuff, and switching to a more organic and plant-based diet that is healthy for you. And I believe that this is using wisdom in the kingdom, because we do have to be here, because not taking care of yourself is almost like being selfish. Yeah. Because if I know that I got souls and family to be taken care of and to be directing towards God and be doing the work of God, it takes a healthy body to do the work of God. It takes a healthy body to preach a sermon. It takes a healthy body to even, go and evangelize and stand out there for hours and tell people about God. And, this is something that me personally that I'm dealing with. So, and I believe that I am not the only one. And that me going through this is not just about me, but that you might be watching this video and you might be going through the same exact thing. And so basically, I just want to ask Phil too, what was one of the main things that happened that you realized, like, the food life and the spiritual life is connected? Like, what was it for you?
I think for me, honestly, when I really first started, being able to spend time with God was actually when I was fasting. But I really wasn't doing it for, I was doing it for the healthy eating side of it. I really wasn't doing it for, I want to get closer to God. It was just something that I saw so much of people saying this was a good lifestyle to do and everything. And then I went all in, honestly. It was kind of like a day thing, and I went all in. And after that, I was spending time with God, trying to learn from him, because I really didn't know, honestly, what I was doing. And then the more I spent time with God, I could you can just feel yourself getting more in tune with God and just being on the spiritual side of it. And it's like your ears just start to get heightened. You know what I mean? And I guess that's really the best way I can honestly put it. And it's like you just more so of like, God, what you want me to do? And it's like you can hear him clear. you start having more patience with people. Because I do believe, and I've seen it because I've been on both sides, where I was eating food that is alive, and then I was also eating food that was dead. And when I was eating food that was dead, I would get irritable. I wouldn't have patience with people. I would just be, you know what I'm saying, why is this person acting like this? Why is this doing that? And then I would come back home like, why am I even irritated at little stuff like this? And then I've been on the side of eating alive food where I'm having patience with people. I'm having grace for people. And I'm not saying you can't have, you know what I'm saying, grace even in both positions, but I do believe a lot of times, and I know a lot of people say it, a lot of herbalists say it and stuff too also, is that being irritable and not having maybe, you know what I'm saying, patience sometimes can be a side effect that your body needs to, you know what I'm saying, get a lot of toxins out the body. Because honestly, y'all, if we keep it at 1,000, like, it's a lot of chemicals in these foods day and age. You know what I mean? I don't want to go too deep on that, but that's just what it is, especially with, you know, making processed food and stuff. So it's like when you keep eating that on a constantly and daily basis, it's like it can only do so much for your body. I already know it brings in dis-ease and, you know what I'm saying, stuff on top of that. But like I said, I definitely do believe it's like it helps you, you know what I mean, being closer with God also, and just be able to sit and listen. A lot of times when we spend time with God, it's like we spend time with him and we thinking about what we going to eat next. So what, you know what I'm saying, I got to do dishes, or I got to do this, I got to do that. And I do believe, and I like his church also, he talks about fasting a lot, you know, dying to your flesh, like being able to say no. And we went to his church yesterday, and it just hit for me even more, just because that's what it's really be about. Because them little simple no's of I'm not going to eat this processed food. I'm not going to eat this because it's not going to be helping me. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be bettering me to where I want to go. Them little no's is what's going to give you that confidence for them. You know what I'm saying? Them small wins are always going to have bigger wins later on. But
and I'm paraphrasing because I don't want to say, you know, I'm paraphrasing. It's basically like you take root downward to bear fruit upward. Meaning, like, when you go down, meaning like you die to your flesh. In the spirit realm, you're bearing fruit upward, because now in the physical form, things will begin to happen. The fast and prayer things begin to shake in the spiritual realm. And if you want to think physically, if you're not even a Christian on here, fasting is detoxing your body. That big, like you said, herbalists and stuff are actually proven that fasting will actually not feed the cancer. You know what I mean? Because if you know that you have a cancer, cancer eats cancer. Like, it's like you're feeding it. You're like, okay, I got cancer, but I'm gonna still go eat this, that, and that. You know what I mean? That you know is processed food that's not good for you, and you're literally like feeding it, and it's growing. But if you starve it, it literally starts dying. You know, so it actually helps you physically and spiritually. But everything that happened physically is something that happened spiritually. So, like, you know, even like the spirit of gluttony, or like that sin, gluttony. Every sin is from some type of spirit that's trying to invoke you to do that. I know a lot of people that be like, damn, I know I got to change my ways, but for some reason, I'm just addicted. And dying to yourself is one of the ways to become the person that you really do want to be. And it's really a big thing. And not only that, I believe spiritually, it just cleanses you out. Like, when you got so much, when his belly is so much, even the Bible says, like, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. If your belly is stuffed with a whole bunch of, like my pastor, we was praying last night, he like, yo, a lot of y'all bellies is stuffed with jollof and white rice and beans and steak. And it's like, what rivers of, like, what you finna bear, you know? And so I definitely think it's very important to take care of your health, you know. How do you feel like changing your lifestyle from, you know, eating all this processed food, the chickens, the steak, the fried meats, to switching to the plant-based diet, organic, alkaline diet? How did that help you out in your walk with God?
I think it helped me out a lot, honestly. And I say that to say because I didn't notice how undisciplined I was and how not disciplined, not like inconsistent just with stuff. And shoot, sometimes I still even revert back sometimes, but it's the fact that of me knowing now. I think before I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? And then when I got into the plant-based lifestyle, it's like you gotta be. Because when you're first trying to get over and stuff, it's like, I used to eat this, but I know it's not good for me. But it's like, who's stopping me from not doing it? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what it's going. That's what comes along each and every time, because I was just even talking with somebody else the other day, and it was like, I want to do this plant-based lifestyle, but it's so hard because my family don't really support it. You know what I mean? And that's truly the hard part of it. And that's why a lot of people kind of don't want to do it, I guess, because in the sense of, you know what I'm saying, what people think about you. But like, I say that to say, because, you know, when I was walking with God on a plant-based lifestyle, and just to piggyback off that, it's like, it really introduced me to being, you know what I'm saying, disciplined. You know what I mean? Being able to say no to, you know, some things, and being able to, you know, learn myself even more. And it helped me to learn God even more, because when I'm realizing all this stuff, it's like I'm asking God, like, God, why was I even like this? Like, why was I even, you know what I'm saying, just kind of dealing with myself? And I wasn't dealing with myself just through me. I was dealing with myself, God showing me also where he's doing the changing, you know what I mean? And that's where people definitely need to realize, and, you know, spending time with God, it's like, don't put it all in yourself. You know what I mean? Like, God do the changing. Let him do what it do. But, yeah, there was just a lot of things. I think with a plant-based lifestyle, it was a lot of things I noticed that when I'm on the plant-based diet and stuff like that, it's like, I feel like it's nothing but, you know what I mean, good things coming, because I'm in a position of me being uncomfortable. So, and I noticed me being uncomfortable, all good things come out of it. I may not see it in the then and now, but it's like after you get over that hump, after you get over that fast, after you get over, you know what I'm saying, saying no to maybe eating Chick-fil-A, eating this, eating that, it's like you see the benefits of it, and then you also see, you know what I'm saying, what you can, I guess, accomplish, how much you got in you. And I do believe that's what God be trying to show us a lot of the times. But we see it from a whole different perspective, thinking we're not the person that God say we truly are. You know what I mean? Like, we still looking at it from, you know, a worldly view, or, God, I went through all this stuff. Like, how can you see me like this? But I definitely think the plant-based lifestyle is not only, you know what I'm saying, is going to help you in the long run, but it also helps you with, you know what I'm saying, being on a walk with God more than you think. Like, I tell this to people all the time. It's bigger than just eating healthy food. Like, it's so much bigger than just eating healthy food. When you truly start, like, you know, deep diving into the things that the food that God created on this earth to be, it's like you feel like you're on one sync with God. And that's honestly the best way I can really put it.
Anybody watching this out there that, you know, is right now eating them dead foods, and you know, yeah, y'all know, that's the thing, like, they know. It's just like some addiction, you know? Yeah. And we do extend grace. We do, you know, not condemning anybody that's doing that. We're not into no condemning. We're not into putting y'all down. But this is just to tell y'all the truth and to bring the light to y'all and to convict y'all to want to change your ways. You know what I mean? It's just like, if I know that my brother is living in sin, and if I know that could lead you to hell, I'm gonna tell you, yo, bro, you wild, you living in sin, because I love you. If there's anything out there that you would just say to people that, you know, is stuck in that lifestyle of just unhealthy eating, toxins in their bodies, sick right now, probably dealing with diseases, that, you know, what would you say to them?
I would definitely say is that, you know, I feel for it definitely because my parents went through the same exact thing. And they kind of knew a little bit about the healthy lifestyle, but didn't really kind of dive too deep into it. And just to be honest, it was addiction to food. Like, we all have an addiction to food. Even myself, I had an addiction to food. And once you start not just looking at food just for its taste, not saying you can't eat plant-based food for its taste too, you know what I'm saying? But if you start looking at food not just for its taste, and looking at food as something that's going to help you, like I go eat fruit. I know this going to help me. I know this going to give me the energy for the day. So you eating fruit, you're like, man, what's the next thing I got to do? Like, and I need to go work out. Maybe I need to do this. So that's why I would definitely stay and start looking at it as in something that's going to truly help you in the long run. And I know that's the hardest part, because we're always looking in the now and looking at, you know what I'm saying, just supplying our emotions right now of how we feel. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of, even myself, I was an emotional eater. But yeah, just you gotta know that, yeah, I was too. So you gotta know that first step is that big step. And then the next step after that is a bigger step. You know what I'm saying? So don't get too caught up in it, like, what do I do? How do I do this? How do I do that? Just take that first step. I believe a lot of people know what we should be eating, but we just kind of don't, because we just be stuck in our ways, or we don't want to make that push. Because, you know, I'm just going to say, a lot of people say, oh, this lifestyle is too expensive, or this lifestyle is hard to do this. But at the same time, y'all, we buying shoes, we buying...
all the money on the outside of our body, but no money on the inside of our body. Like, that's
that's where it's like, you just got to pick and choose. Like, we got the money for it to eat what we need to be eating. It's not what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? We having so many people having quick diseases in their body and stuff. So, you just got a choice each and every day what you want to do and what you want to, you know what I'm saying, accomplish in this life. And you can only, and even if you want to change somebody in your family, you can't force nobody to change. You can't force nobody to, you know what I'm saying, to drink the water. You can only show them the water. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it be.
Shout out my brother Phil. Thank you for coming and showing love and letting the people know, man, this is truly for y'all, man. We want to help y'all. We want to see y'all grow. We want to see y'all, you know, take care of your body, man. It's the number one thing, man, that you got to do. Spiritually first. Make sure you seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else shall be added. And God will give you the wisdom on how to take care of your body. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Just tap into the next video, man, and we're going to be in here spreading the love and testifying about, you know, how God is moving in everybody's lives. People walking in different revelations. And, you know, one of my brother revelations, man, is taking care of that body, man. And, yeah, man. So we just thank y'all for tapping in, man. God bless.